Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator with the one and only Cookie Pilot.
Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly.
Music was a tad too loud there. That's a bit better. Yeah, so I don't know what plane I'm gonna fly, and I know I'll go somewhere in Polynesia. So these are the Cook Islands. These are the Austral Islands. There's Easter Island. Society Islands. Tuamotus. The Marquesas. Always kind of been my favorite islands to fly around. Music's still a touch too loud. That's a bit better there. Well, it looks like it's fairly cloudy over these. Makamo to here. That's going to be a pretty long flight. No airport here, but it's always pretty going over these. Yeah. Plotted. Say there. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. We're going to go Atuona. So we'll actually start up here. Start at ramp 1. And I'm gonna take something different that I actually have not done before. The Haviland Beaver. Zleen. Aviation. Oh, excuse me. It's kind of slow. $24. It's $115. Like rum and goose. Upgrafters 126. Yeah, okay, let's do this. We're gonna take the Cub Crafters on floats. I'll put us back at ramp 1. And alright. No GPS today. I mean, I can set like a heading on the autopilot or something like that, but can't plot a course to the GPS. Alright, we're at Atuona Airport on Hivaoa Island in the Marquesas. 7302 at 9, so we're gonna have a slight tailwind unless we turn another way. This is the X-Cub. These are all basically remade versions of the Piper Cub with modern equipment, avionics and everything like that. I've looked at these planes in real life. They are super cool. They are quite expensive. Well, that's when we get a full panel. Alright. And... oh, yes, we do! Alright. Alright, we're on the ground, the parking brake. I need to find where we have that. Down here below the seat. Ah, okay. So the parking brake is set. Best way to check the flight controls is from outside the airplane. So we'll do a quick rudder. Rudder's good. Ailerons are good. Elevator's good. Back into the cockpit. Where's the ignition? Ah! Ignition, okay. Is off, electrical equipment is off, lean the mixture out, why? Yep, it's cut, lean. Prop is the blue lever. Go to max RPM. Heartbeat is in. That's in. Alright, before we start engine, fuel on the fullest tank. They're both going to be equal. The parking brake is set. And, give me 1 second to, like, maybe get... oh, come on. Okay. Got our music pulled up here. Alright, when we start the engine, the battery switch comes on. Electric fuel pump on until flow peaks. And then off. That's good. Mixture goes full rich. Ignition comes on. No, wait. Come on. Does the alternator need to be on? Why does the engine not want to start? Magnetos need to be on, maybe? On. Okay, there we go. Well, that was mighty weird. It might be important to have those on the checklist. All of these checklists, though, are not all that great. Alright. Alternator is still on. The magnetos we keep on. Prop is full forward. Oh. No, I read the wrong one. Okay, because the starter engaged. Yeah, so the throttle's open. Well, we don't have our... Alright, let's put our master on. Flaps are up here. Fuel is up here. ELT. Some different switches. Compass is way up top on that. It's an interesting plane to be in. It looks really fun. Alright, let's check our oil pressure. We're in the green. Temperature's in the green. Fuel pressure is okay. RPM can get set to 1... oh, not that high. I'm back down. Quite as responsive as I thought it would. Keep our RPM about 1,000. And our oil pressure is good. Lights is required. Strobe and nav lights on. We'll turn landing lights when we get to the runway. The pulsing ones for now. Alright, we are on the ground. Parking brake release. Let's go ahead and...
Every weekend is the same. I'm the one you try to claim. Yeah, I already know about your game, but I'm not the one to sit around and be played. Call me up with no shame.
Alright, brakes work.
All your words sound the same.
Rudder works.
Yeah, I already
Let's go ahead and
know
make a
about your
turnout.
game, but I'm not the one to sit around and be played. If you come around just to play me, don't bother, 'cause you ain't all that.
Now, isn't that funny? There's a van in our way.
Even try to convince me, don't bother, 'cause now I see you do.
Alright, word of warning, the van is not a hard object. So, it just kind of doesn't pass through. Of course, realistically, we would clear. Alright. Yeah, see, the van just drove right through us. Okay. They're all good before takeoff. Alright, real quick. Flight controls, the rudders are good. Double check the ailerons are good. Elevators are good. Alright. So what we need to do in here is we're going to set the parking brake quickly. Fuel selector. Where does it say our fuel? Oh, that's right, that's the one up on the side, although it doesn't... Usable, fuel 3 point. That looks kind of warped. Not really sure. Oh, we do have an autopilot in this, though. That's kind of nice. Alright. The RPM to 2,000. Whoa, a little high there. Fuel stick comes fall back. Let's check the prop RPM. Make sure we get a slow down. Not getting much of them. Alright, we are getting some. Prop back full forward. Pressure and temperature look good. Should we do a mag check? Minimal drop. Bring it back up. And again, minimal drop. Let's turn that back on. Heartbeat, you want to make sure we don't have a loss of too much. That's a drop of almost 100. That kind of happens. That's a little high, but maybe that's more normal for this plane. Alright. Bring the power back to idle. And let's get ready to take off. Water rudders, we need to check, make sure they're up. I'm not really sure where we would check the water rudders. We'll find out. Head back up. Alright, flaps to the first notch. That's the first notch. prop full, mixture full, rich. We'll go full throttle and pull the flaps up above 300 feet above the ground. Alright, let's release the parking brake down here. And let's go ahead and taxi out. Now this is a high-wing airplane, so we have a little bit more of a blocked view, sort of, but I mean we can actually see the ground better. Alright, we're gonna turn down this way. We're just gonna take off runway 2. And we'll circle around. Get a really nice view of the mountain peaks back out here, and then Tahuata in the background. Set at 75 degrees Fahrenheit here. Easy there. Yeah, we're in the grass a little bit here. I hit the brakes there, just didn't want to... the brakes are not as responsive to this as I would like, but yeah, no big deal. Alright, so here's the plan. We're going to get lined up on the runway. These planes are designed to go off runway, so you can do like bush landings and grass, dirt, gravel, all of that stuff, so it's pretty well made for that. Alright, so we are lined up on the runway. Runway 2 heading checks out. Alright, pressure is set. Alright, so here's the plane airport elevation right here. It's 1420. We'll take off. We'll raise the flaps at 1700, and at 2000 we will go ahead and make a turn to the south. Full power. Engine instruments are green. Airspeed's coming alive. A little bit of rudder just to counteract that a little bit. RPM is high, but that's alright. It's going to slow down once we get ready to climb here. Alright, VR at 65. And we're airborne. Now, this plane does not climb very quickly. Only 100 feet above the ground. Alright, a little bit above 1700, we can pull the flaps. Make it a little bit of a loss of lift here. Well, we're continuing to climb, we're doing okay. A little bit bumpy over here. That's okay. 2,000 feet, let's go ahead and make a turn. Just a gentle turn to the east. And we'll actually pass back over the airport. Well, easy. There's Motane and Fatuhiva in the back. There's a good view of Tahuata. And out that way, well, we can't see much because we're still lower than the top of the island, but we'll climb above it and we'll be able to see to the north in a moment. Alright, as our speed is picked up, I think we want to do this for our best climb. Let's go ahead and... So we're just going to go at 5,500 for now. And just a gentle climb. We'll go ahead and turn the autopilot on. Oh, this doesn't really want to... Huh. Okay. Whatever. Just hand fly for now. We do want to set a heading. Roughly 160 for now. Well, that's a bit better. Now we're actually getting somewhere on here. 5,500. Alright. And no, that's not right. I'd like to know why the plane is still descending. There we go. Alright. And let's give a turn of 5 degrees to the left. Put the gear up. So there's Atuona in the back. Right down here. Main village on Hivawa. And there's the airport. Right off our left wing here is the edge of the island. Oh, that's kind of pretty. And now we can just barely start to see what's to the north and the west. Alright, so why I didn't set a destination is because we are not landing in an airport. We are actually going to land in the water. Hence why I brought a float plane. And our destination is going to be down here, Batu Hiva. This is Motane. Just barely see over the top of this here. This is the water. No islands. Over here you can a little bit, Uapo. And once we climb a little higher, Nukuhiva will be in the back. And then I believe Uahuka is the one directly behind. Can't see right now. Alright. While we're still climbing, yeah, I think we're going fast enough we can actually we can raise that a little bit there. I'm actually kind of thirsty, so I'm gonna get up from the computer and grab a water. Once we get to our cruise altitude of 5,500, we'll go ahead and dial back on some of these power settings. Just kind of have an efficient cruise. This is the island of Tahuata. It's the smallest of the inhabited islands. And it is the least... No. It's the second least populated. Fatuhiva is the most lightly, and I believe is the second smallest island. Although it may be the third smallest, I don't remember. the island of Motane. It's uninhabited. Although, I believe people have found archaeological evidence that it was inhabited at one point. I think all of the islands, if they were not, except the little rock ones in Motuone way in the north, had some evidence of being inhabited at some point. Good view of Atuona Bay. It'd be cool to land in the bay, actually, over here. The plane looks like it's smiling. Its eyes, the propellers, and nose, and then the smile. Okay. Alright, we're just about reaching our cruise. I don't think we did the after takeoff. Yep. Yeah, we'll gear up. That's the only thing. Alright. Let's go ahead and do a oh, no, off. Right. Alright, we didn't lose our engine. Alright, that's a good sign. Doesn't have a cruise checklist. Kinda interesting. Little bumpy up here. Let's go ahead and turn another 5 degrees to the left. Just get pointed straight toward the island. Alright, heading and altitude are on. In a moment, we'll go ahead. And actually, let's just go ahead and turn another 5 degrees. Might even turn another 10. Yeah, let's kick it another 5 for now. It's a short flight. Already at cruise. VNO is quite low in this airplane. 117 is a yellow line. Montana right off her left wing. And we've even passed over the edge of Tahuata. So we're basically at the edge of civilization. Now look at that view. Windows may look a little dirty. Alright, and if we turn and look back this way, it's kind of cloudy. Uapau is here. Nukuhiva, you can kind of see the little rays in the ridge back here. And Uahuka is behind here. So these are the 6 populated or inhabited islands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Home to only about 8,000 people, all of the islands. And Fatuhiva, I believe, is home to only about 600. Alright, now we're in cruise. Let's keep the power in. And let's just set... Nice, kind of 2,600. And we could probably come back on the power a little bit here. Its true airspeed is 116. Oh, that's cool. Auto cell there. Another 5 degrees. I'm not sure if we're getting blown by the wind. Cool thing, this is touch screen though. So we're actually about halfway right now. 9 gallons per hour on the fuel, that's not too bad. And let's just turn another 5 degrees. So we've really actually turned 30 degrees, excuse me, from the way we were going. And I think part of that's course correction. Does feel like we're getting kind of blown around a little bit by the wind. It's a relatively cloudy day. I mean, it's not too bad. Whipline 2100 floats. Alright. And then the wheels. Water rudders. This is a pretty plane, though. If I ever lived in a place where I would need a seaplane, I would get one of these, maybe. Seaplane rating is something that I really want to get. Alright, now we're getting close. We have a better view of it. The island of Fatuhiva. And we turn the GPS tracking off. There's 2 valleys on the island. One of them is down here, the second one is up here. This first one is one of the most famous anchorages in the South Pacific. The city of, or the town or village of Hanavave in the famed Bay of Virgins. And the second one down here is the slightly larger village of Omoa. And to my knowledge, all of the island's inhabitants live in either this village or this village. I don't think anybody lives in any other place. Maybe on this back portion of the island, I don't know. Yes, we're a little better than halfway. Yep. Start a descent here in a little bit. 2 islands to the north. And then the northernmost islands, all of these are uninhabited. This is where we took off. Is it a little no, it's just okay. It's the glare from within. I was gonna say, is it getting hazy outside? But it's not really. Well, we could try something.
It's always hard to say goodbye to the one person that's on your mind. But I can't waste my time trying to make you see. I can't take back another lie.
Don't really need a waypoint.
You broke your promise to me long ago. Though I tried my best to believe. Said your sorry ways would disappear. Now it's time for me to leave.
Now,
Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. I don't know you anymore. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. I don't know you anymore.
yeah. Alright, so we'll just do it by hand. We probably don't have too much further to go, though. Probably start a descent here in the next couple minutes. And look high up over the nose like this. It's pretty neat.
Those headlights can't stop me. I just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when
Alright, let's go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. And we're gonna go ahead and fly the plane by hand. We're gonna come back just a little bit on the power. And let's start a descent checklist. Of which we don't really have one. Okay. We are doing a water landing. Gears up. Water rudders up. Turn the water rudders down after we land. Alright, landing gear up, water rudders up. Those are in both cases. Fuel goes to the fullest tank. No notable difference that I see.
those headlights can't stop me. I just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when I get down from this night.
Let's just zoom. Alright. Let's make our way over in here. That's gotta go full. Maybe not quite. Let's pull it back just a little. Extra full rich. Come back on the power just a little bit. Alright, looking to see here, VO 87 miles per hour, utility 97 normal. VFE 81 indicated. So we gotta be below 81 to extend the flaps all the way. Now, I don't see it mentioned, but most of the time it'll let you do partial flaps. Ice accumulation, ha! Now there's no way this is certified to fly into icing. We don't have to worry about that here. 5,000 feet. Our temperature is 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 19 Celsius. We got plenty to work with here. So we're just flying a very gradual descent down to the water. And our target landing area is going to be right here in front of the nose, right down in this little harbor area. That's the Bay of that's where the town of Hanavave is. That's the Bay of Virgins, the fabled landing place for sailing enthusiasts all over the South Pacific. It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful anchorages. Island is rugged. That's gonna be pretty. If you turn back and look, we're actually not all that far out. Hivao, Tahuata, and Motane. But you can barely see the northern islands anymore. In fact, you can see this one, you can't see the others. Maybe not. Maybe? Is this it? I don't know. Nice little window top over the, Or actually, no, is that an open top? I would think you could close that in case it's, like, raining or something like that. Alright, let's go ahead and pull the power out further, because we are coming up and still about 3,000 feet.
You lift me off of the ground. I close my eyes and I wait for the calm down. I used to live in the now. Now I'm wiser to think that we are bulletproof. Teens with thicker skin, now we just bruise. We were hopeless and we're hopeless now, but I remember we threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care. And I remember.
Alright, let's take the power all the way out.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. I remember. We had a push and a pull.
Alright, we are slow enough for 10 degrees flat, or well,
You see the world
I
and
was gonna say 33%, it's probably 10 degrees. First notch of flaps. We gotta get down to 81 to put the others in though.
teens with dreams of love with
So let's just pitch up a little bit, kind of hold our altitude.
we were hopeless and we're
81, let's go flaps
I remember.
to second.
We threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids,
And full.
never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark,
Alright, ease the nose down.
guide us. You showed me.
And we've got a bit of sink rate, so we actually do need to put some power in. Kind of slow our descent. But yeah, look at this. Rocky, forested. Not super high resolution, but look at the trees at the bottom though. Right by the water. I just noticed that. That's super pretty. Alright, let's take more power out. Got plenty of room to lower the
When we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care.
we really need to get to be about as slow as we can coming into here to touch down.
Show me loving. I need your loving.
Alright, final checks. Yeah, gear is up. Water rudder is up.
Water landing.
Yep.
Gears up for water landing.
Gear is up. And slowing our descent rate just a little bit. And here it is. Fabled Bay of Virgins and Hanavave. Power in. Just a very gradual. So we hit the water slow. Really couldn't have been better. I'll take that any day. I mean, we hit the water at 42 knots, which is about our minimum speed. Alright, water rudder's gonna go down in just a moment here. But look at that. Alright. Well, we actually kind of run right up onto the shore. Welcome to Hanavave. It says the aircraft is beached, but that's all good. In fact, we actually have a shortcut around that, but look at this. I mean, the terrain is stretched because of that. I'm gonna get a high resolution satellite for this area. But there's the bay. Here's the town of Hanavave. It looks even better in real life. Alright, so we're actually gonna cheat.
Gears up for water landing.
We just put the plane a few hundred feet back. And now we have the room. Because now we can turn. Now rather than sail to the other bay and town on the island, we can do a very short takeoff. Alright, gears up. Prop full forward mixture. We need to bring the flaps to 33. There we go. How about that? Prop full forward. Keep the throttle where it's at. Switch tanks for fuel. One last view. It'll look even better when we take off from it. Alright, full power. It is a little bit choppy. Alright, we're airborne. Pull the flaps up at 300 feet. Oh, and we turned. Oh well. Yeah, I tell you what, let's circle back around, get one more view. Beautiful view of those islands. And there we are. Here's where the other bay is. It's that close. It takes 15 minutes to sail. And it takes almost 3 hours to hike. Let's pull the power of the base right here. In fact, we probably didn't even need to climb as high as we did. Alright, 100, we can bring flaps to the first notch.
Gears up for water landing. 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 Gears up for water landing.
Oh, let's actually...
Gears up for water landing.
Let's turn this way and steer back.
Gears up for
That
water
is a
landing.
risky maneuver.
Gears up for water landing.
Let's try to get a course correction here, but
Gears
that
up for
carries
water
some
landing.
risks. Only 100 feet above
Gears
the
up for
water.
water landing. Gears
Power
up
out.
for water landing.
Yeah, I know.
Gears up for water landing.
Oh, wait. Enough of that. Power's out. Let's bleed our airspeed. Yeah, that was a little harder. That's alright. On. Now let me put the water rudder. Right there. Okay. I think I did land a little out of place, yeah. No big deal.
Wherever we go, we'll always know. From the highest mountain to the bottom of the ocean, yeah. Our song is running like a river.
It's like riding a jet ski with wings.
Take us there. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny.
And here's the town of Omoa. Little bit bigger. Slightly more open.
My hearts are like stars, guiding us through the dark.
A very gentle coast in.
We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny. We've got the melody to set us free, singing
Oh, hit the wrong button there by mistake. Nice little creek in the river that runs by the side. And there we are, folks. Welcome to Omoa Fatuiva. Definitely one of the prettiest islands. Now, they have said that it is possible to find a location to build an airport, but because there are so few people that live on the island, it just isn't practical. Now, you could probably make an argument that tourism could justify that, but as it is right now, the island doesn't get a whole lot of tourism. Just some. Not compared to the others, and the Marquesas as a whole don't get nearly as much as other groups in French Polynesia. Let's go ahead and dock. Right up here. The edge. Alright. Let's go ahead and... Alright. Lights off. Avionics master is off. Let's go ahead. Prop is full forward. Gear's good. Water rudders can go up. Extra cutoff. Starter. And... Okay. There we go. A nice 34-minute flight around the southern Marquesas. Alright, I think that's going to do it for now, folks. Thank you all for tuning in, for flying along. And we'll catch you on the next one. Until then, take care and stay safe. We'll see ya.